Oh, come on, Vesters in the room. Oh, my. You already know what we're talking about. You know what? Something hit me. Shedeur Sanders is truly that 1 in 10,000. You already saw that thumbnail, and you know I'm finna bring one of my theories tonight. So come on in with your notes, your drink, and your vest. And also, we are 24 hours before the NFL 2026 NFL schedule is published. So, tomorrow night we're going to dissect that, review that, gauge that, predict the wins and losses. Because we already been through the draft and we already know who the teams are. Yeah. So, Vesters, in this session, we're going to break down the elite process and the poise under fire. The foundational talent that sets Shedeur Sanders apart from every other quarterback in the NFL. We just ain't talking about stats. You already know we don't talk about stats over here. And we finna look into this 1 in 10,000 DNA that makes up a legendary in the NFL legacy. Y'all, Vesters, guess what? You know what? I think we are witnessing an historic shift in the game. Let me come to the stage because that's the prelude. Oh. And I'm jumping straight into it, y'all, because I'm coming back tomorrow. So, Vesters. Oh, and I already got that 12. I already got 12,000 people in the room. Let me go ahead and begin. Now, listen. The room is small right now. So thank you for coming in early. Let me go ahead and drop this. You know how we've been talking about Shedeur Sanders and the uniqueness of him and all the rare talent and that this charm and this light that follows him. Now, if you have not watched the movie Django with Jamie Foxx, we're talking about roughly about 20 years ago, maybe 21 years ago. Hopefully you can relate, but if you haven't watched that movie, you're not going to get exactly what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure by now you at least seen the clips when it was Mr. Calvin Candie. Out of all the people in the room, and this is when the movie was getting real good, y'all. We already know that scene where Jamie Foxx, who starred as Django, is riding up to the big house. Oh, start seeing this in your mind, y'all. Stop seeing this in your mind. Wait. Django is riding up to the big house with Mr. Shultz over there. Yeah, that German that came out of the blue. And he said, "You the one I've been looking for in the beginning of the movie." Now, we already know that Todd Monken been looking for Shedeur Sanders for about 5 to 6 to 7 years. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to see the parallel. I'm not going to keep you long, but I'm going to keep you right. Oh, y'all. I'm telling you one thing. I got to download. Ooh. So remember that scene that Django and Mr. Shultz is riding up to the big house? Now, Django has already defined his authority. Oh, throughout the movie, y'all. And when he first met Django, everybody was looking at that curious Negro at the bar. They even had somebody walked up to him and said, "What's your name?" And he said, "My name is Django." He had the nerve to ask him, "Do you know how to spell your name?" He said, "Yeah, I know how to spell my name." He spelled out his name and he said that the D is silent. And then the white guy looked at him and said, "I know. Y'all know what that D stands for, y'all? In this case right here, it stands for destiny." Y'all stay with me now. Y'all stay with me. You know how I break it down. We talking about destiny now. See, if you're familiar with this channel, you already know that we talk about God, faith, and football all wrapped in one. That D stands for destiny. We all talked about it. This ain't nothing new. If this your first time watching Tony Talks Vested Up, hey, welcome to the Vesters. But this how we talk over here. And while he riding up, Mr. John, what's his name? Calvin Candie was already looking at Django a little bit different because he know that he was different. And guess what, y'all? Because I in the last hour, I was trying to find that scene of the movie so I can bring it to you, right? And to my surprise, It wasn't Dr. Shultz that said that Django was one out of that 10,000. It wasn't one of the other henchmen that knew that Django was one out of that 10,000. It was Kevin himself. Now see here, there's also a parallel with Calvin Candie to Kevin Stefanski. He knew who Shedeur Sanders was. We already agreed that he knew who Shedeur Sanders was. He even admired Shedeur Sanders. I even broke down my theory that Shedeur Sanders was helping him read the offenses and the defense and to come up with some better schemes. Now, you know Kevin Stefanski was jealous of Shedeur Sanders. We already know this. He was jealous of him so much and tried to keep him bottled up. He even lost his job because of Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. Now, what other coach do you know has been fired for a 5th round 144 player? Oh, Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. I went back and watched and found that part of the movie. It was Calvin Candie that was able to look at Django and say, you are 1 in that 10,000. I really thought it was Mr. Shultz, y'all. And because some of the words that is in that clip, I got to wait till at least 10 minutes. I'm going to play that clip. But this is my point. Just like them people know in Cleveland that Shedeur Sanders is talented and rare, they're also like Calvin Candie. They know who Shedeur Sanders is. We know who Shedeur Sanders is. And as I said, the NFL, this is something that the NFL cannot ignore even if they wanted to. When I said Shedeur Sanders have broken so many chains and boundaries already in 7 games, because as Justine said, it ain't even been a year yet, Justine. I told you I got you. But look at it. When I said that every O-line member in high school, college, and the NFL, every time they see Shedeur Sanders, they need to shake that young man's hand. Because of Shedeur Sanders and all those hits and sacks, ironically, Shedeur Sanders have shined the light over the importance of an O-line member. Ooh, especially those left tackles and those right tackles. And I'm so serious about it, I'm going to say it again across the airwaves. Every O-line member, and you might as well say defensive line member, needs to contact Shedeur Sanders in the public behind the scenes and say, man, thank you so much for showing the importance of our job. And you mean to tell me that I'm talking crazy? Wasn't it Tyler Lindenberg that got, 3 to 4 years, $80 million? He reset the center baseline in terms of salary. Look at all these O-line members. Y'all, we already know that Spencer Fano, Francis Matagoa, who else? Caden Proctor, who else? Malachi Bell, who else? Monroe Freeland. You're talking about out of 32 spots in the first round of the NFL draft. How many O-line members was picked up, y'all? How many defensive edge rushers was picked up? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I hope y'all see what I'm talking about? If not, it'll hit you 3 o'clock this morning. But Shedeur Sanders is definitely that 1 in 10,000. Cleveland know it. We know it. Kevin Stefanski know it. And y'all, Todd Monken definitely know it. When I went back and started watching that video, I said, oh my gosh, look at everything in this video. You had a man come out the blue, was looking for that special someone. And when he saw Django, he said, what is your name? He didn't call him a boy. He didn't call him a disparaging term. He said, what is your name? He said, Django. He said, you're the one I've been looking for. Now, how long has Todd Monken been looking for Shedeur Sanders? Years after years after years after years. If I didn't tell you this, I'm telling you now. I saw the clip when Todd Monken was talking to, and I don't think this clip went viral, when he was talking to somebody from Cleveland, and I know his face, tall, slim, skinny man. When he talked about when he got the call from Cleveland about accepting the job, did y'all know that Todd Monken, he cried. He cried on that platform when he talked about getting that call from Jimmy Haslam and saying basically, you got the job. Todd Monken cried, y'all. Todd Monken cried. Todd Monken cried, y'all. And if you watch that movie, at the end, Shedeur Sanders, Django, he says, correct, I am that 1 in 10,000. Shedeur Sanders with his chest before he even got drafted. He said, if you don't want me to change your culture, don't choose me. By default, however it was, destiny, faith, collusion, or whatever it was, Shedeur Sanders went to a team without playing a full season, has changed the culture. He's that 1 in 10,000. That's Shedeur Sanders. And y'all, when that schedule come out tomorrow, you mean to tell me that if the NFL is the one that create the schedule, so many people were saying that the Cleveland Browns got one of the easiest schedules in the NFL this year. You're not trying to tell me that's not by design. And everybody that Shedeur Sanders got drafted with, he's gonna meet them on the field this year. Even some of the ones that got drafted this year, like Mendoza, he gonna meet him on that schedule. You mean to tell me that the NFL didn't decide these opponents for a year like this? The only thing we waiting on in 24 hours, exactly 24 hours tomorrow, I will be live, and we're gonna look at that schedule. But ooh, yo, the NFL, I'm saying it with my chest. If this is real, if what they say about this schedule is real, and looking at the schedule that we saw the other night on how all those teams fared last year, we can beat most of those. Well, Tony Tuggs listed up. Go ahead and get to it. This is what I'm saying. The NFL gave the Cleveland Browns this schedule on purpose because they want to see Shedeur Sanders. They want to see Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns in those playoffs. And they want to see how far Shedeur Sanders is going to get them to that Super Bowl run. What? Tony, you crazy. No, I'm not. Because if they didn't want to see Shedeur Sanders, right, even make a march towards the Super Bowl, they would have gave him every hard opponent on the schedule. We would have looked at that schedule and said, oh, Lord, what? They got this, oh my God, no. Oh, you got the Super Bowl defenders. Why the Super Bowl defenders is not even on the Cleveland Browns schedule? The Patriots is not even on the Cleveland Browns schedule. I don't even think the 49ers is on the Cleveland Browns schedule. Everybody that was in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, is not on the Cleveland Browns schedule this year. I think, orchestrated or not, they want to see Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl, or at least give them a path to the Super Bowl. Because business or not, yes. It would be partially because of business, because they know Shedeur Sanders marching the Cleveland Browns out of all teams to what? Playoff 1, playoff 2, what? Round 2, round 3, what? That's go skymarket the NFL and all the viewers that they probably haven't tapped into. But do you know why they're benefiting from Shedeur Sanders on that schedule? Shedeur Sanders is going to be benefiting from that schedule too, because once he starts accumulating all those wins, that's his resume. That's not the NFL's resume. That's Shedeur Sanders' resume. You mean to tell me, like Justine and some of the other Vesters have said, hey, I forgot who that Vester was. They said, was it Justine? Was it Amber? Was it Gemini? Was it Donna? Somebody said, isn't it funny that a billionaire need a fifth rounder like somebody named Shedeur Sanders? That's who we got over here, Vesters. We got greatness in the chats. Oh, it goes down in the chats. And chats, I ain't forgot about you. I just got to set your stage. I'm coming, chat. I'm coming. But I just got to get this out. Vesters, even we all a particular people, we seeing things that nobody else is not talking about. Yeah, we discuss stats and we know those important, but we breaking it down piece by piece in an analytical sense. We bringing different perspectives to the game of football. We bringing a different perspective to Shedeur Sanders in the NFL. And trust, If the NFL don't do right by him, and let's say Shedeur Sanders decided to go to a UFL, you know we coming. You know we coming. My girl, what she said sports has been highlighting Bentley over there that played with Shedeur Sanders. He did not get drafted. He didn't even get invited to a mini camp. He didn't even go undrafted. But he's over there killing it over there in the UFL. Oh, go ahead, Bentley, young man. Go ahead, Bentley. That's how you do it. And you mean to tell me that the NFL, some of them teams ain't over there looking at Bentley? So if the NFL don't do right by Shedeur Sanders, he's definitely going to find an avenue to make those dreams right. And do you know, trust me, first of all, do you think the NFL would let that money go? Do you think they would let Shedeur Sanders go to a UFL? Oh, trust me, every UFL owner, stakeholders, oh my gosh, they would be licking their chops. They would be rolling out the red carpet for Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, and all the fans and supporters. All that money just go in and the NFL will start crumbling. That's how I know Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. That's why Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, at that time, and Jimmy Haslam, even Paul D. Podesta, they wouldn't dare put Shedeur Sanders out there on the practice squad last year for another team to come pick up Shedeur Sanders. He's that 1 in 10,000, y'all. Even the Cleveland media knows that. Can't let Shedeur Sanders go. He's a cash cow. Man, let me go ahead and take a break. Let me go ahead and welcome the Vesters into the room. Because what? It's been 17 minutes. Hey, and I got that clip. And believe it or not, Vesters, if you watch that movie Django, or if you haven't watched that movie, and to my surprise, I just found this out myself. This very particular speech that I'm talking about, guess exactly when it happened in the movies, y'all. When I saw this, I almost fell out of my chair, and you know I'm not playing. If you watch the movie Django, and if you go to 1 hour and 12 minutes, 1 hour, 12 minutes, and almost exactly at that 44-second mark, that's when Calvin Candie is talking about that 1 in 10,000. I said, what? I swear. I had to go back and rewind it. And I'm hitting the timestamp. In the Django movie, it is exactly at 1 hour and 12 minutes. Around that 44-second, that's when Calvin Candie is giving that speech about that 1 in 10,000. And he's talking about Django being that unique Negro with the rares of the rares. I'm going to play that. So for y'all know what time period that video was in. I didn't have time to edit out those words. That word is going to be said at least about 3 to 4 times, but I'm going to say this is a historical piece because you know this is what they called us in America. But when YouTube allows me to edit this out, I promise you, in respect of the Black Americans, I'm going to beep out that word. But this is a historical piece. And you already know what they probably calling him behind the scenes. So hell, I think it's fitting, y'all. Let me go to the comments. And then I'm going to play that, and then we're going to move on. But Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. Shedeur Sanders is the Django of the NFL. That's why they shaking. Even the NFL don't know what's going on. God dang. Mendoza who? Shedeur Sanders is still getting traction like he just got drafted. Shedeur Sanders, what? Even the NFL knows that, y'all. Let me go to the chats. What's up, Slim081? What's up, SDP 1208? Justine. Hey, I love you too. Also, I love you too. What's up, Lady E? What's going on? Peter. What's up, Peter? Supernatural. What's up, Tasha? How you doing? What's up, Mita Lee? You know I need my fire. Need my fire. What's up, Donna? There she go. There go my fire. Sure did. Shedeur was writing plays on the whiteboard in the Cleveland home. 1 in that 10,000. 1 in that 10,000. Where's the pictures of? I ain't gonna speak on the Cleveland Browns, but where is Jackson Dart doing that? Where is Tyler Shobe doing that? Where's Dylan Gabriel doing that? What? Where's anybody in the F doing what Shedeur Sanders did? One in that 10,000. Just stay locked in, y'all. Now MaryKCbot trying to backtrack saying Cleveland can win. You know why? Because they on peaked at that schedule. Even Tony Grossi, yeah, the other Tony, he had the nerve to say that the NFL probably would give Cleveland Browns a primetime slot this year. How long I've been saying that for the last 3 to 4 weeks, y'all? I said, wouldn't it be ironic? Ooh, if the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons, we have a Monday night game or a Thursday night game to captivate all the NFL, even the people that's curious on what the ending would be. What? Even Tony Grossi said that the NFL may give the Cleveland Browns 1, 2, 3, 4 potential primetime slots. When have that ever happened? And what is the only difference between the Cleveland Browns last year, this year, and all them other decades? Shedeur Sanders. That's why he's one in that 10,000. I hope y'all following me. With the new players, Donna, and also with Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, he got that O-line and he got that wide receiver. I told you. As Todd Monken said, he wants this team to be one of the teams that all the NFL teams will be scared to play against. He said he want them shaking and trembling. And if he did, I just ad-libbed that here. But he said he want the Cleveland Browns to be a team that nobody in the NFL want to play with. Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000, y'all. Come on with it. What's up, Detroit? You know I talked about you. Shedeur Sanders is changing the Brown country. What? That 1 in 10,000. That 1 in 10,000. That 1 in 10,000. I saw when Todd Monken cried. You did? Okay, facts. Todd Monken viewed all those films and said Kevin Stefanski is Missy Candy. Okay, that's what Steven said. I want to see when they play the Falcons. Come on, coach. This time tomorrow night, we will break it down the schedule. Woo! I'm so excited, y'all. This is it, y'all. This is it. I'm going to have one of my number 2 jerseys embroidered with the publisher. Hey, I'm laughing because so many other people are doing the same thing. That's why I'm laughing. I've had so many investors come up to me and email me with some of the same thoughts that you have, Donna. That's why I laugh. What's up, Aaron Rodgers? Hey, my people, Vegas sliding in the spot. Hey, come on with the jingle, jang. Come on with it. Hey, Tony, straight to playoffs. Shut the hate. Man, we gonna talk about that. Now watch Merrick give credit to Todd. Oh, listen, and that's why I said we gonna talk about that. When Shedeur Sanders go ahead and get these wins, start winning these playoff games, and just like just a nice march towards the Super Bowl. You know they ain't gonna give Shedeur Sanders the credit, even though they know Shedeur Sanders is the credit. He's that 1 in 10,000. But we gonna get to that. Yes, we seen Shedeur still talking. We seen Shedeur people still talking Watson. I ain't talking Watson. They think Monken got the squad for Watson. I don't know where that even come from. You know she has done it. She already started it. We all know the culture change started with Shedeur Sanders. Nobody cannot say that Shedeur Sanders is not that 1 in 10,000. The NFL can't even say that. And they billions and billions and billions and dollar rich. They can't even say that. Exactly. If they do better, put that stadium on hold. What's up, Amber Love? I hope you feel better. Gone, huh? Hey, for all the members, I am in the background working on the Vesters special emojis in the chat. So I'm working on it, y'all. What's up, CJ? What's going on, CJ? What's up, Blind Beauty? Big time. That's what I'm talking about. Django is highlighting his extraordinary nature. While most slaves were broken by the system, Django remained unbroken, intelligent, and capable of fighting back, making a... Amen, Donna. Amen. Django said, I am that 1 in 10,000. You're right. I'm that 1 in 10,000. Trolling and using AI. Let her use AI. Let her use anything. Justine, I need to eat. Okay. So, y'all, let me go ahead and play this clip. And like I said, to my surprise, it wasn't even Dr. Shultz. Now, I I was going through and getting clips of the video, and I want y'all to pay attention to this video. I'm sorry, this clip here, this screenshot. What do you see? I need you to look at the picture. What do you see? Now, Django, he was getting most of his experience in the snowy mountains. He was warming up for the end of the movie in the snowy mountains. Go back and watch that part of the movie. Django was practicing in the snowy mountains. And in the snowy mountains, that's when he was getting his trigger right. And what do we call the trigger in football? Django was known for this. One of the quickest in the world to pull. Shedeur Sanders. Look at his trigger, y'all. Man, y'all got to see the parallels in this movie, y'all. When it fell into my spirit, I said, oh, my. I said, okay. But when I started going back and watching the movie, I said, hold on. I can see that person, this person. And why Candyland starts with a C, y'all? Why does Candyland starts with a C? Why does Candyland start with a C, y'all? Please catch what I'm putting down. If not, you would catch it later. Let me go on and play this clip, y'all. Ooh. This speech starts 1 hour, 12 minutes, and around a 44 second, y'all. Here we go. Greetings, my sister. Hey, how you doing, Everlove? This is one of my favorite movies. Let's see here. I was training. He was training in the mountains. He was getting ready for battle. Preacher Tony. Look a little deeper. You're right. Look a little deeper, Donna. It's right in front of your eyes. Hold on. Look a little deeper. Let me go ahead and turn this down. If you don't want to hear these words, come back in about the clip is only 1 minute and 26 seconds. So the vessels that don't want to hear these words, come back in about 2 minutes. Okay, let me go in and play this this clip right here. When Candie is talking about Django. Here we go.
Because I believe there is a level above grind, above talent, above loyal that a nigga can aspire to. Say one nigga that just pops up in 10,000. Exceptional nigga. Right there, huh, bright boy? Sun is up. Shining on all of us. Is all ours. Exceptional niggas like Bright Boy here come if not frequent, more frequent. Bright Boy, you are that 1 in 10,000. The name of the game is keep up, not catch up, nigga. Everybody calm down.
I stopped the clip right there. If you didn't see what Django did, Jamie Foxx did in that moment, when somebody disrespected him, he did something that nobody else did. He went up to that man on that horse and he pulled him down. Didn't I tell y'all? And didn't Shedeur Sanders said he was going to change culture? Shedeur Sanders is already starting to pull down some of the things that a lot of people call the NFL, that plantation. Wouldn't it be ironic that somebody like Shedeur Sanders, because I'm pretty sure they see him like Django, unique, arrogant, What are the other words they call Shedeur Sanders? Very rare. They don't understand him. They put all these labels on him, but they still curious at the same time. Like everybody in this movie was about Django. He was different. Shedeur Sanders is different. And for all the haters that is watching this video, if you want to go ahead and call me a glazer, go ahead and say what you want to say, but you can't say what I'm saying is a lie. You can't deny what I'm saying. Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000, y'all. That 1 in 10,000. All we got to do is sit back and watch Vesters and watch, okay? What's going on, Destin? Change the culture. Yes, yes. They scared others may follow. And Donna seeing all the Vesters, they already following Shedeur Sanders in so many ways. Do you see all the players that flocked and was jumping on their mama's sofas and jumping in the pools and stuff just to get a Cleveland Browns? I condone this now. You mean to tell me I'm going to the Cleveland Browns? DeShaun Watson may start QB1. May, who knows? But those players, one thing that cannot be denied, they came there to play with Shedeur Sanders. And they will get their turn to play with Shedeur Sanders. All right? Let's see. I'm on a different phone and it's acting up. Oh, okay, Mita Lee. Okay, I hope that's you, Mita Lee. I'm proud of a super. That's right. Call us all you want to, but you can't call us a lie. You definitely can't call us a lie. Me too, Donna. You sure look different. All right, so that's it. That's my theory on that. Now, let's go in and talk about the schedule again, Vesters. Go ahead, take a breather. Take a breather. I just want to make sure I land that home. Let me go ahead and pull back up the schedule. Now, Tony Grossi, the way that Tony Grossi was looking yesterday talking to somebody on ESPN, I think Tony has already seen the schedule. The Cleveland Browns, along with all of the other NFL teams, have already seen that schedule. It just haven't been publicized, y'all. That's what's going on. It just hasn't been publicized. Now, let me go ahead and pull up this schedule. So, Vesters, let me know what you think about my analogy. I'm going to say I'm standing on my analogy. I already know who Shedeur Sanders is. If DeShaun starts, I guarantee. Ooh, you know that. We already know that now. And guess what? I can see if DeShaun Watson started, Shedeur Sanders is definitely going to end it. And Taylor Green going to be right there in the middle. That number 3. And I already said it. By the end of this, in the middle of the season, Taylor Green going to be QB2. Watch and see. Watch and see. Watch and see. Watch and see. Now, this is the schedule. Now, we already know this is the opponents. The Bengals, Buccaneers, and we already know that the Bengals is one of the oldest teams in the NFL based off the last live. We got the Buccaneers. I can go ahead and do this. Bengals, I say we're going to win that game. Buccaneers, it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight one. The Colts, I think we're going to get that. The Falcons, we're going to run them. We're going to run them out of Cleveland. Calvin Stefanski is about to get everything. Yeah. Now it's going to be a good game, but we're going to get that. The Giants, we're going to kill them. They're a very old team. The Giants is Jaguars is going to be a nice game. I'm going to love to see. That's going to be a 50-50 game for me because Travis Hunter. I'm going to love to see him and Shedeur Sanders on the field along with BJ Green, along with Cam DeShark, and there's another Colorado Buffalo that got invited to the Jaguars, undrafted free agent to the Jaguars this year. So I'm going to love that. The Jets, we're going to run them out the building. Hey, Slim 081, we also going to beat the Panthers down this year. But I'm going to love to see that because Jimmy Horn, I'm going to love to see that too. Gosh, I hope the Panthers do right by Jimmy Horn this year. The Raiders run them out the buildings. The Ravens. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one because that's Todd Monken old home. Now, Tony Grossi did say that he can see the Cleveland Browns starting off with an opponent that either the coach left or the coach came to. So he even said, Tony Gross, like I said, I believe he's seen the schedule. He said he believed that the Cleveland Browns and the Ravens will start off the season just for the NFL, just to give a good vote to the viewership. The Saints, we're going to kill them. Steelers, we're going to kill them. Texas, I guess that's going to be a 50-50. And the Titans, that's going to be a nice rematch with the Titans, y'all. Let me see. Let me go ahead to the comments. Let's see here. Yes, he will. Yes, they are, Tony. The culture has already been changed. The sad part is that they just do not know it yet. That's on them if they blind. We already talked about why their eyes are closed. They blind. Ooh, but they will. The Atlanta game is going to be personal. The Atlanta game is going to be personal. And also the Buccaneers game is going to be personal. Now that Calvin Stefanski is in NFC South with the Buccaneers, that means he's going to have to see his old quarterback twice a year. Calvin Stefanski, we shall see. It's definitely about to be interesting that they play Shedeur, DeShaun much this preseason. If they used the tactics like all the teams, DLINE and Talon will probably get the majority of games 2 and 3. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. And DeShaun Watson and Shedeur would definitely have to divide up preseason game 3. Yeah, they're not going to play Shedeur Sanders or DeShaun Watson in preseason game 1 or 2. That's going to be between Dylan Gabriel, who's the other guy, Barnes, and Taylor Green. Yeah, that's who that's going to be with. Let's see it. Better late than never. I'm here. What's up, Mel? You right, Mel. Okay, it's been 36 minutes. Okay. Now, Vesters, we talked about this behind the scenes. Hold on, what you say? They saying the Browns aren't going to Paris. NFL changed it to the Steelers and Saints. I wonder why. Oh, I really didn't think that the Browns was going to have an international game since they had one last year. Maybe because they realized that they were in London last year. I can't see them. I've never heard that, Destin. I didn't know that the same teams go overseas every year, so maybe that's why. And then actually, y'all, another team, there's going to be a game in Australia this year. I said, okay, NFL, they definitely trying to get viewers all around the world. Let me go ahead and do this right here. I don't know why either. Let me see here. What did they say about the Browns? Oh, okay. I already told y'all about David Njoku. Okay, hold on. What does Jarvis Landry say about the Browns? Jarvis Landry, you know we covered him. Jarvis Landry is that one that chewed up Emmanuel Acho, I'm going to say about 2 months ago. I remember that because I was definitely in Dallas myself that week. But Jarvis Landry said that the Browns are in a good position heading into their quarterback competition between DeShaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, urging the team to compete together. Let me open up this full thing. Urging the team to compete together and let their play decide the starter. That's all we want. Hey, that's all we want. And that's why I say Todd Monken could not, by default, name Shedeur Sanders that QB1 starter. Just let it play out. Todd already know. Let it play out. Let it play out. Because we'll be trying to battle too many battles if Todd Monken would already said Shedeur Sanders is QB1. And then he goes on to say Cleveland put themselves in a good position to protect the quarterback. All facts there. DeShaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders. Let's find out who's going to be the starter this year. Cleveland has been dying for a winning football team since I've been there. This is Jarvis Landry. I think I need to find out when he got drafted. Just go out there. Compete as brothers. Facts. Brothers. We already know that the Cleveland media their scheme has already been to divide Shedeur Sanders versus DeShaun Watson. Why? We on the same team. Why? We on the same team. Y'all already know. Love on each other, Help each other and let your play speak for itself. This just popped up, y'all. I like that, Jarvis Landry. If y'all want to know what that was, go to Jarvis Landry page on X, and that's exactly what the quote is. Now, this says the strength of the schedule ranking. Okay, let's look at this one. What y'all said? Browns going to Paris was a rumor. Okay. Hello, Donna C. What's going on, Coach? All right, Coach, you got, and all the vessels that has come into the room, you got to go back to the beginning because I already broke down how Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. Oh, man. I was trying to hold on, but I had to get it out. Yes, Donna, you are right. The Atlanta game. Facts. What's up, Queen? Browns probably not getting that many primetime game based on who they're playing. Let's look at the schedule again. I could definitely see the Ravens as being a primetime game. I could definitely see Atlanta being a primetime game. And the Raiders. So I said between 1 to 4. I know one of these is going to be a primetime game. Either it's going to be the Ravens versus Cleveland because Todd Monken just left Baltimore. But I want the primetime game to be Kevin Stefanski versus the Cleveland Browns. And I guess I got my answer. Dylan Gabriel, if he's still there, depending on when the Falcons play Cleveland, he'll have on a Cleveland Brown outfit. Y'all remember we had that discussion in February. What side of the ball did Dylan Gabriel, what uniform Dylan Gabriel was going to be in when Cleveland played the Falcons? So I give it 3. I'm going to say the Falcons. I'm going to say the Raiders and the what I said. I said the Falcons, Raiders, and Ravens. 3 games. Yes, indeed, Tony. I love it. Look at Donna C. Donna C is jumping in the chat. I don't even know what time the tickets come on sale. Now, and okay, because we're coming back tomorrow night to actually look at the schedule, look at the dates, and break down the opponents, and we're going to look at their draft score. And that's going to tell us a lot more. But still, we already know whoever we play, they don't have Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, to the haters, I'm glazing tonight. I'm laying it on thick because I want you sick while you're watching this. And to all of my silent investors, hey, thank you so much for watching this live. Trust me, I haven't forgot about you. I know you. Even the ones that never comment. Thank you so much for being participating in the live. Oh, so the tickets go on sale and the schedule go on sale 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, this time tomorrow night, make sure you come back here because we're going to be breaking it down. Oh, the NFL. Come on with it. Oh, man, it's going to be nasty. My thing is, and I think they're going to give that game, it's going to be by itself. It's not going to be on a Sunday night. That's not going to be a Sunday game. That's going to be a Monday game or a Thursday game. I love it. Yeah. That game will be a Monday game or Thursday game. I can't wait. Now, Vester. You remember I told you, I always said, Vesters, get to the end of any video and you will be surprised. That's where the videos have some of them hidden nuggets. Y'all remember that. Y'all remember I've told y'all this. So I go back and I watched. And the live is almost over because we're coming back tomorrow night. I went back and watched. Shedeur Sanders was reacting to Bucky recording Shalimai's graduation with Shedeur Sanders there, Deion Sanders there, and his ex-wife, Pilar. I think I'm finna go radio style. So, with that being said, let me put on my glasses. I watched the video again where Shedeur is reacting to the video. And they're in, Shedeur Sanders is being Shedeur Sanders. He's laughing, he's joking throughout the whole thing. Shedeur Sanders, he's in a very good place. His spirit is high. He's just laughing. He was trolling everybody. He was trolling his dad. He was trolling, but he was just trolling everybody. But if you get to the end of that video, well, hold on. I'll let Shallow says. I'll let Shallow. I'll let you hear what how Shallow breaks it down, y'all. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. It's 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And also, if y'all are in the Cleveland Browns area, on June the 14th, Huntington Bank Field is having a summer tailgate. There will be audio sessions. There's a free tailgate. The event is open to the public. So if you're in Cleveland or in the Cleveland area, there's a free summer tailgate at the actual field. And you know Shedeur Sanders is going to be there. So, hey, woo, that'll be a nice outing. All right, come on to the stage, Shallow. Y'all listen to what Shallow said.
See, this is what family's about. You can share one elevator now.
It was just like a dance contest up there. Hold on, what did you just say?
See, this is what family's about. You can share one elevator now.
Bro, he did not make him get the same elevator, bro. There's no way he did that. There's no way that happened, bro. There's no way. That's the most. If this. Hey, Bucky, were they in the same elevator? Bro, that's crazy. Hey, talk about awkward elevator. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Bro.
Now we all gotta separate. Yep.
Bro, he had to put on a mask for this event. I wonder if he knew all this was gonna go down.
Nah. Too much separation. I can feel it already.
Dang, they was close too. Shedeur doing his thing, bro.
Now,
to be like a global mediator, like for different countries. I was supposed to decide it on draft day.
now I'm going to play this again so you can actually see this part of it. So Shedeur Sanders, once again, is showing that he's winning that 10,000. Now, the Vesters, I got some comments when I was talking about that, hey, the possibility of this and possibility is this. Y'all Vesters, y'all know what we talked about. You also know what we talked about behind the scenes in the member-only session. Now, let me go and play this again. And Shallow Sanders even said, is that why Deion Sanders put on the mask? And even Shedeur Sanders said, is that why Deion Sanders put on the mask because he didn't want to smile and said, ooh, I missed y'all. Y'all know how Shedeur Sanders was trolling Deion Sanders. I can't even get it out. And when y'all see this elevator clip, I'm going to say it based off this elevator. Nah, let me play this clip and let you see it first. And then I'm going to come back with my commentary.
It was just like a dance contest up there. Hold on, what did he just say?
See, this is what family's about. We can share one elevator now.
Bro, he did not make him get the same elevator, bro.
He's smiling.
There's no way he did that. There's no way that happened, bro. There's no way. That's the most. If this. Hey, Bucky, were they in the same elevator? Bro, that's crazy. Hey, talk about awkward elevator. That's so funny.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Good day today. Now we all gotta separate. Yep.
Bro, he had to put on a mask for this event. I wonder if he knew all this was gonna go down.
Nah. Too much separation. I can feel it already.
Dang, they was close too. Shedeur doing his thing, bro.
Hey, look at Shedeur Sanders' face, y'all. Now, PRELUDE walked out. Coach, I know you're in the room, Coach. I know, Andre, I know you're in the room. Let me get this out. Look, the family walked out. Then PRELUDE walked out. Deion Sanders paused to let PRELUDE walk out, which he's a gentleman. He should, right? But remember, these two couldn't even be in the same room. And look at Shedeur Sanders' face. Shedeur Sanders know what he doing. Shedeur Sanders know what he doing, y'all. He's trying to look at Shedeur's face. Look at Shedeur. Shedeur. Look at Shedur's face. Oh, listen. Now, the reason I want to show you that video, when you go back to that video, that's at the end of Shedeur Sanders' reaction video. I'm talking about the last 2 minutes. If you don't get that far, you're going to miss all of this. You're missing all of this. That's why I said in every video, get to the end. It'd be of everybody video. If for some, even my videos, it's like something, it's like some of the best Jews will drop. If you go to look at the elevator, Coach Dre, you just close your ears. Don't even worry about what I'm saying right now, Coach. If you go back and watch the video, in the elevator, it's like, I'm going to say like maybe altogether, maybe 6 to 10 people, right? Now, Deion Sanders in the back, you see where Shedeur is. Across from Shedeur is Bucky. But guess who's back to back on the wall with Coach Prime, almost shoulder to shoulder? That's why Shedeur kept looking over there to Bucky. And that's why Shiloh said, hold on, they was close together? Listen, if you see the configuration of the elevator, PRELUDE and Deion Sanders was in the back of the elevator, shoulder to shoulder. Baby! I really thought PRELUDE would have been at least in the front of the elevator. Y'all don't have to believe me. Did y'all see Shedeur Sanders' face? He know what he doing. That's why Shiloh went crazy. Oh my God. Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. Oh, Shedeur was eating this up. If y'all watched that 11-minute video, I mean, he is starting from the beginning to the end. And when I saw this in the elevator, Vesters, y'all don't have to believe me. I'm having fun right now. Y'all don't got to believe me. Y'all don't got to believe me. Y'all don't got to believe me. You don't got to believe me. I just want Shedeur to be cool, to be one. Oh, now, you know Shedeur Sanders will be QB1. I don't care what got to happen. I don't care if DeShaun Watson got to go get some treatment or a massage or whatever. Shedeur Sanders go be QB1 for that Falcons game. Come on with it. Yeah, the first time was just audio clip, Gemini, and then I put the video up there. Jarvis just played, see? And he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He tore up MaryKCbot and he tore up Emmanuel Acho real good. Y'all, look at this right here. It was 7 people. It was 7 people. All right, bet. All right. Maybe just only me. I ain't mess with y'all in the chat. The elevator wasn't that big either. Nah. Shedeur means light. Shedeur is exposing everything with the light that shines in that young man. Yeah, call me Glazer today. The setups are so funny. I gotta go watch the video. Yeah, it's only so you can see the original video with Bucky that came out probably about 2 or 3 days ago. But Shedeur Sanders' reaction to that video just came out I think early this morning. Beyonce said sometimes she. Here you go. Blank, radio style. Hey, listen. Let me tell you one thing. Blind Beauty Big Time, you're not going to go in the corner tonight because that is a very valid statement. Beyonce even said sometimes go down when there's $1 billion in the elevator. Come on with it. Let me tell you one thing. Oh, y'all, and there's something else I forgot to also mention. If you go back and watch Django, if you're familiar with the movie, but if it's been a while, like for me, because this didn't hit me till I watched the replay today. Y'all remember that the reason why they went to Calvin Candie's plantation was to get Django's wife from Calvin Candie. But the game was to offer a ridiculous amount of money to purchase another slave. But the gig was, while they distract Candie, they was gonna try to get Broomhilda, which was Jamie Foxx's wife. So some of these factors and details I already knew. But guess how much they was offering to pay Calvin Candie for that exceptional fighter that Dr. Shultz wanted. Y'all ain't gonna guess this. They offered $12,000. Listen to what I'm saying. They offered $12,000. And also, if you watch the movie, you already know that I'm going to say Todd Monken, Dr. Shultz, he had to make the deal because when Calvin Candie realized the scheme that was going on, they had to buy Broomhilda for that $12,000. And the only reason that movie went down the way that it did, because Shultz said he didn't want to shake the hands of a man like Calvin Candie. Did I say Calvin? Calvin Candie, Kevin Stefanski. Damn, I just realized that, y'all. Calvin Candie, the same name as Shedeur Sanders. Abuser, Kevin Stefanski. Not allegedly. But for $12,000. And Todd Monken, Dr. Shultz in that movie, he went up to shake Calvin Candie's hand and he couldn't do it. So he shot him right there on the scene. And of course, they shot him as a consequence of that. So basically, well, y'all know. And I think Todd Monken is willing to do the same thing for Shedeur Sanders. I don't think Todd Monken, and a lot of y'all have said this, y'all don't think Todd Monken is there for that BS. And I think if they show any hands of that, I think Todd Monken would be like, well, okay, I got my dream. I've been a head coach. I've been OC before. I think Todd is what, 60, Todd is what, 60, 65, 66, could be early 70s. I don't think he's in his 70s. He could be like, okay, well, I hang up my hat too. I retire too, because I'm not going to do certain things. I don't think Todd Monken is there to do the things that Kevin Stefanski did, y'all. Oh my gosh. I wish I would have brought that up earlier in the live. Calvin Candie, Kevin Stefanski. Man, that movie got so many parallels, y'all. Let's see here. It's so funny. I watched it three times. Blind Beauty, that is true. Yeah, you good tonight, Blind Beauty. I love watching the Sanders interact with each other. That's right. Where's Justine? Justine, I got quiet tonight. Trust me, she's thinking about it. I need to watch Django again. I haven't seen it in a while. Classic movie. Yes. So look at the parallels in the movie. I've been watching their movies, and my face hurts from laughing. Shedeur Sanders is too funny. Shedeur Sanders was on a different level in Huntsville. Todd Monken is 60. Okay, Todd Monken is 60. Monken Jr. likes Shedeur Sanders. Watch that movie, y'all. Watch that movie. Yeah, Todd Monken don't have time for this. I really think that Todd Monken is willing to go down with Shedeur Sanders. And he don't got time for the BS. Let's see. Todd turned 60 on his birthday when Shedeur gave him the horse head. Oh, he turned 60. Okay. Hold on, y'all. What were they riding on? You could call me reaching or whatever, but what were they riding on when they went up to that plantation house to see they was following Calvin Candie home? They was riding on them horses. Todd Monken was on his horse, and Shedeur Sanders was on that nag. Remember, Samuel L. Jackson said, "Who's on that nag?" Oh my gosh, yo, what? Shedeur Sanders have gifted Todd Monken a horse head, y'all. And in that whole entire movie, what was Dr. Shultz and Django riding on that whole entire movie? Horses. Y'all think I'm reaching. I don't think I'm reaching, y'all. I'm breaking this down. Hold on. Let me find out when this movie was released. Thank you for putting that up there, Detroit. Thank you for putting that up there. The horse's head that Shedeur Sanders gave Todd Monken. Hold on, y'all. Let me see when this movie was released. Y'all, be quiet, y'all. Be quiet, y'all. This movie was released in 2012. 2012. 2012. The number 2, 0, and 12. Vesters, please talk to me. This movie was released in 2012. The number 2 and 12. 2012. 2012. The movie was released in 2012. 2. Shedeur Sanders jersey now. 2012. Shedeur Sanders old jersey. Y'all, what did I just hit on, y'all? What did I just hit on? Y'all, what did I just hit on? What? And go to that movie. 1 hour, the first hour, 1 hour and 12 minutes, around that 44 seconds. That's when Kevin Stefanski, Calvin Candie is going to say that speech about the 1 in 10,000. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Let me see the actual date it was released. Christmas Day. Didn't I tell you that the Cleveland Browns have gotten Christmas in April? Okay, I'm done. Didn't I say that the Cleveland Browns have got Christmas in April? The Django was released on Christmas Day 2012. 2/12. And Shedeur Sanders have gifted Todd Monken a horse head. God. Let me go. I'm finna go outside and walk in nature. Yes, Donna, 2 and 12. Come on with it. Come on. Yes, Donna. Jersey's number 2 and 12. 2 and 12. Mel. Grown knew he was doing with that horse. Monken has owned. I didn't know that. Monken has in the Kentucky Derby. What? Thank you, Mel, for that. Thank you, Father. Thank you. And I'm going to leave on this note. So if you haven't watched the beginning of this video, you need to go back and start this over. It's only been 1 hour and 3 minutes. Vesters, go back and start this movie and come back to the last 7 minutes of this movie. I'm going to go back when YouTube actually gets finished processing this video. I'm going to take out everything about this schedule and I'm going to piece this thing together, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here for a time like this. You were destined to actually catch what I put down in this movie. In this right here. Y'all, let me tell you one thing. I didn't put this together. I'm not going to take credit for this. This was dropped down in my spirit, and I'm going to say by the Holy Spirit. And there's no way that I knew that movie had so many parallels. The number 12,000. I didn't know. I just looked this up with y'all now just to find out when it was released. I'm thinking this movie was released in 2020 and 2005, 2006. This movie was released out of all the years, 2012, 212. And y'all, the horse heads, that just dropped in my spirit too about the symbolism. This whole entire thing, I can't take credit for none of this, y'all. This is not me. This was the work of God. I'm not taking credit for none of this. I'm just bringing it to you. And that plantation that a lot of people call the NFL that has degraded black quarterbacks. A lot of people still see the NFL as a plantation. Shedeur Sanders is already starting to pull it down. This is something that the NFL cannot ignore. So please save this video, y'all. Please save this video. Please save this video. You on fire? Thank you, Mita Lee. Save this video. There's so many spiritual parallels and physical parallels. Because Shedeur Sanders is that 1 in 10,000. See you later, Vesters. Peter Supernatural. Todd Monken still says he doesn't know what the horse head meant. If you look up, it's power, freedom, nobility, and untamed energy. Well, if Todd Monken doesn't know that, based off those traits you just put in there too, once he looks that up, he's actually going to see that Shedeur Sanders, those are the same attributes that Shedeur Sanders have. Power, freedom. They love to say, who does he think he is? Shedeur Sanders has freedom that no other NFL players had before because of his lineage. That's why they feel like Shedeur Sanders don't need them. You mean to tell me that the Cleveland Browns, they are offended that Shedeur Sanders don't need their validation because he is who he is. Nobility. We already know the lineage. And untamed energy. That's self-explanatory, y'all. That's self-explanatory. You got to go back and watch this video again. That's why I want to keep it short. I want to keep it short. What's up, C Heaven? Come on with it. I want to keep this video short so y'all can go back and watch this video again, especially the beginning. Shedeur bought himself 1-2. Just like on the movies. They want a pair of horses. I didn't even know this. Y'all telling me something I didn't know, y'all. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. I was not gonna bring this up, but I'm gonna bring this up. Y'all really ain't gonna believe me. Y'all not gonna believe me. But I'm gonna bring this up. Do y'all want to know what one of the names of the horses they were on? Do y'all want to know the name? One of the horses' names. I don't know if it was the horse that Django was on or the one that Dr. Shultz was on. Let me know if y'all want to know the name, one of the name of the horses that they were on. A lot of reporters said Watson currently has the inside track. But the Browns coaches keep saying about right. See, we already know what the reporters are doing. The reporters are trying to get traction. They're trying to get our energy. And y'all, it's 44 people in here now, so I'm going to go in and tell you what one of them horses' name was, y'all. One of them horses' name in that movie was named Tony. One of the horses that they was riding on, name was Tony. Tony Talks vested up, y'all. God. Tony. They're wrong about it already. They decided, yeah. Shedeur definitely has supporters through. Many fans believe he should get the opportunity because he's shown flashes last season to help bring the energy to the offense. That's right. Nah, it was Slogan putting down in the elevator. Slogan was beating up Jay-Z. Hey, Slogan was eating him up, y'all. Y'all, that horse name was Tony. Man, the parallels, I want to keep this video short. So y'all can go back and watch the beginning of this video. For all the new investors and viewers that's coming in this room, I started off the video with my analogy on why Shedeur Sanders is 1 in 10,000. And then come back to, feel free to watch the rest of the video, but come back to, I'm going to say around the 1 hour and 3 mark. And then I'm going to tie this. Oh my gosh, the things that came out regarding this movie is excellent. Prime is getting ready to bring horses into. Come on, CJ. Come on, CJ with the hitter. Come on, CJ. You must you see Shiloh took his mother shopping. Yes, I saw that. And it's a shame the way that Shiloh had did his mother, rushing his mother through that mall like that. That lady was only able to get some yoga wear. Shiloh, you got to do better, man. Listen, you got to do better. Now, if you're going to treat your mother out for Mother's Day, you got to give your mother time to shop. Yeah, I ain't, he rubbed me the wrong way. Playfully, but I hope he made it up for his mother. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders shouldn't have done his mother like that. Destin laughing. All right, Vesters, go ahead and rewatch this right here. Now down to see Lord. Y'all go ahead and watch this video right here. And just thank you for being part of the movement, Vesters. Thank you. So I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to 7:45 again. We're going to break down that schedule. We're going to break it down. But please save this video, download it, screen record it, do whatever you need to do. Because when you watch that movie, you're going to see the parallels. And thank you for being part of this live stream. Thank you. All right, Vesters, until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest. Because we stay vested up over here 365 degrees at Tony Talks. Vested up, compelling sports edge. Compelling sports edge. Thank you, Vesters. Hold on. Todd Monken is 60 years old, first-time head coach. I hope it doesn't go along with the okie dokie. I don't think he will. Single game ticket start for the upper seats. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, y'all. Let me go ahead and leave this right here. I want to leave on this particular one right here. All right, done to see you taking us out tonight. 12, 2 and 12, 12 and 2. All right, Vesters. Watch that movie. Start at the timestamp 1 hour, 12 minutes, and around the 44 second. Start that movie from there. And then come back here and see me, okay? Come back and see me. All right, Vesters.